Thanks for joining us. Today we're talking about how to deliver a world-class customer experience even when you don't feel like it. Have you ever wondered how companies known for excellent customer service, whether it's the Ritz-Carlton or Nordstrom, they seem to deliver that excellent customer service experience regardless of what's going on around them? But listen, it's not easy, right? Especially when, you're not feeling great. You've got problems going on at home with your kids or your significant other or even your boss, right? And you just don't feel like delivering an excellent customer experience. What if there was a way to implement a world-class customer service system that ensured that you and your team are constantly delivering an outstanding customer experience every time, regardless of what's going on around you? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm David Brownlee, #1 best-selling author of Customer Service Success and creator of the Customer Service Success online course. I believe that we can all make a positive difference through our business, one customer and one employee at a time. Here's a video training from the Customer Service Success online course that you can use to train your team right now. Enjoy. In this video, we're going to continue our conversation about the psychology of customer service, right? We talked about the psychology of your company, right? Your mission statement, your values, and how you treat your customers, how management treats your customers, how management treats you, right? We talked about the psychology of your customers. What do they want from you? What do they really want? They want to be heard, understood, and cared for, right? And so now, what about the psychology of you? How do you come to work with a positive attitude? How do you do it, right? Especially when you're dealing with things on your own, right? It might be you're dealing with a relationship issue with a partner or something, or a health issue, or a financial problem, right? Or you're just not feeling like yourself, right? But when you step foot onto the floor for your shift, all that has to go away. Isn't that true? You need to be a professional for your customers, right? You can't be there, on social media trying to distract yourself, I hate that. That's like one of my pet peeves is when I walk into a retail store and the person who's supposed to be helping me is on their phone, scrolling Instagram or Facebook or sending text messages or, surfing the internet, right? You can't do that. You got to leave that for your break, right? Because that's not professional. What kind of tone are you setting for the transaction, right? There's no energy, there's no being friendly, there's no professionalism. So every time you are on the floor, you have to be a professional, no matter what's going on around you, right? So, David, how do I have a positive attitude when I'm dealing with personal things or whatever, okay? A great thing is if you're driving to work, you're taking a bus, you're walking, you're on your bicycle, positive music is great. Or even a positive podcast, putting something into your body. Because when you have positive music, upbeat, positive music, in your headphones, you may have seen athletes before like the playoff game or before a match or something, right? They're listening to music because they're putting themselves in a certain state of mind, right? Think of yourself as an athlete, right? Customer service athlete. You got to put yourself in a state of mind. And, what's great about music is it goes straight to your nervous system and makes you feel good instantly. I'll prove it to you. You ever been driving along, just minding your own business, you're not really thinking about anything, and all of a sudden your very favorite song comes on the radio? Does that ever happen? What goes on in that car, right? You might start singing, you're not even a singer, right? But you're singing along, right? And it's great, and you feel good instantly. How long does it take? It's instant, right? So if you do that on purpose, right, that's a great way to get into a positive mindset, right? Because, it works the other way too, right? Like if you're driving along, minding your own business and a song comes up, maybe from your ex, it was your song, and you're like, oh, it was such a good relationship. It wasn't a great relationship, right? But it takes you back. The song takes you back to that moment, right? Or if you're watching the news or listening to the news and it's all negative, right? Especially with the politics and everything that's going on in our country these days, right? So that can take your attitude down, and then you show up for your shift. Are you professional? Do you have a positive attitude? Are you ready to take on the day? No, of course not, right? So positive attitude, positive music, positive podcast, right? Maybe an audio book, right? A book on, we used to call them books on tape, like a little cassette tape back in the day, right? Something like that will really help put you in a positive attitude, okay? Number two, you need to have a thankful mindset, right? So how many of you do something like yoga or prayer or meditation in the morning, right? These are great ways to practice gratitude. What are you thankful for, right? Because when you start thinking about what you're thankful for, even if things are going wrong, now that's going to put you in a different mental state, right? Think about something right now you're grateful for, right? If you're having a rough day, your brain in the beginning might say, oh, nothing, right? But if you could be thankful for something, what would it be, right? It might be, the air you're breathing. It might be friends or family. It might be that you just got this job, right? It might be that you're healthy, that you can go exercise and you can take this course, right? It could be anything, big or small, something you're thankful for. Before your shift, make sure that you go through some sort of thankfulness, right? To get that thankful mindset. Make sense? Okay, awesome. Now, then the third thing, and this is amazing, right? This is a great way to build rapport with customers. What do I mean by that? Satisfied customers, okay? People think that, oh yeah, we want satisfied customers. Well, listen, you don't want satisfied customers. Satisfied customers are gonna go to your competitors as soon as there's a lower price or a trendy new item. Isn't that true? They're just satisfied. You wanna build relationships with your customers, right? And this is a way you can do it in 30 seconds or less, especially if you work in fast food or something and you don't have a lot of time to build a real deep relationship. These three things, they're called SEC. It's an acronym I came up with because it only takes a sec to do, right? It takes only a sec. The first thing is smile. Smile big for me right now. Doesn't matter if people are looking at you, go ahead, just smile. You feel good, don't you? Now, when you're smiling, try to get upset. But you gotta keep smiling. Oh, you wanna get upset, but you gotta keep smiling. You can't do it, can you? Because when you're smiling, you're sending a message to your brain that you're happy. Even if you're not happy, right? Just smiling enough, you're gonna start thinking that you're happy, right? So that sets the tone of a positive interaction, right? You smile. Next, number two is eye contact. Make eye contact with the customer when they come in, right? Or your coworker when you're having a conversation, your internal customers, right? Or your direct reports if you're a supervisor or a manager. Smile, make eye contact, right? And then a comment or compliment, right? So a comment is easy, right? Just saying like, oh, wow, what a nice day it is. Or, hey, it's been raining a lot. Or, hey, did you see the basketball game last night? Your local teams or whatever it is, right? It's just making small talk. And this happens quickly, right? It's taking me longer to explain it than it would to even do it, okay? Now, what about a compliment? Who likes compliments? Who doesn't like compliments, right? We all like compliments. I'll tell you a little story. I went into one of my favorite restaurants. It's Mexican food. It's not really fast food, but it's not necessarily a sit-down restaurant either. But you go through kind of cafeteria style. You could build your own burrito, you can build your own salad, your own bowl, whatever it is, right? And you just get to choose, what kind of tortillas you want, the kind of meat you want to put in there, any kind of vegetables or fixins you want to put in there. And I'm kind of going down the line, and there was a lady in front of me, and the person who was preparing her burrito looked up and said, hey, I really like that shade of lipstick you're wearing. And the lady next to me, she looked at her and she said, excuse me, what did you say? And the person who was making her burrito said, I really like that shade of lipstick you're wearing. And all of a sudden she got this smile on her face. She started blushing a little bit and she said, oh, thank you so much. And she was beaming the rest of the way down, right? Until she paid for her food and left. Now, this was a great moment. Just a simple little act of kindness, right? Just a simple compliment, right? Could have changed that woman's day, right? Now she goes back to the office and she feels so good, she treats her employees better. Her employee feels so good, they go home, they treat their spouses better, The spouses feel so good that they treat their kids better, right? And there's this ripple effect of positivity. And I'm going to share this with you because sometimes, we've all been frontline workers and we feel like if I'm friendly to somebody, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't make a difference. But I'm here to tell you it does make a difference. I call this the customer service ripple effect. You have the power to put some positivity into the world through your customer service. Right? And you never know how you're going to affect somebody by being kind to them, right? Having a positive attitude, a thankful mindset, right? Smiling, making eye contact, giving them a compliment or just a friendly comment. Okay? These things can absolutely transform your customer service experience, right? But also the experience of your day. Wouldn't your day feel better if it was filled with positivity and putting something positive into the world? Because listen, I believe you are powerful. I believe that you can make a positive difference in your community and in our world, one customer at a time. Or if you're in management, one employee at a time. You have the power to do that. So always remember that, okay? So the psychology of you, positive attitude. Have some great music in the morning, right? Or maybe even it's an exercise routine, something that gets you in that positive attitude. It's different for everybody. Find what gets you in the positive attitude before every shift. Have a thankful mindset, whether it's prayer, meditation, yoga, or just even journaling, right? Or reading something positive. Make sure you're giving thanks. And then remember SEC. Right? Put it right next to your computer, right next to the cash register, right next to your phone, right? SEC. Smile, eye contact, comment, or compliment. Okay? All right. You guys got this? Excellent. Let's jump into the next exercise. I hope you enjoyed the video training course. If you did, I have something special for you. I want to help you attract more customers into your business. I want you to retain those customers, and I want you to grow the number of customers that you have. So what that really means to you is more 5-star online reviews, a never-ending stream of referrals, and raving fan clients that will never leave you. So I invite you to join me in the full training of the Customer Service Success online course. You'll get 24/7 access to the 22 videos take on the go with you, right? You'll get the audio program, the Customer Service Success Action Guide, which is a downloadable PDF, and you'll get exclusive monthly trainings with me. And you'll get access to our private Facebook group where you can interact with like-minded communities to learn and share best practices. Plus, you'll also get access to all of my other online programs in customer service, sales, marketing, and even working remotely. That's over $7,500 worth of training for only $749 a year. You can train your team up to 25 members. If you have more, no problem. Reach out to our team and I promise we'll take excellent care of you. For $749 a year, get started today. Scan the QR code on your screen or click the link below to get started. And I'll see you there.